Right, hello everyone. So this is the biology intro slide. So before we delve into biology for this semester, I would like to show you some of the important things that we will learn in this subject. So about the lectures, it is 12 weeks with 8 topics. You start with the introduction to living organisms, cell structure and function, chemistry of life, transport across membrane, biocatalyst, cell respiration, photosynthesis, and cell division. So these are the outcomes that you have to fulfill to consider yourself mastering this subject. So first of all, you must know what is the basic structure and function of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Number 2, you must be able to identify the major function in the molecule structure of water, carbohydrates, lipid, protein, and nucleic acid. And number 3, describe the passive and active transport across membrane. And 4, interpret the properties and factors that affect the rate of enzyme reaction. And lastly, you must be able to describe the major events in the cell respiration, photosynthesis, and cell division. So here will be your assessment marks for biology 1. As you can see in this pie chart, the bulk of your marks will be in final examination, which is 60%, and the other 40% will be what you call the carry mark. So your carry mark will be consisting of the 10 marks of assignment, 10 marks for quiz tutorial, 10 marks for lab reports, and 10 marks for test. So together 60 plus 40, you will get 100. Here will be the grade and grade points for biology 1. So to get an A, you must get 80 out of 100. If you're 75 and up, you get A minus. So B is the 60s up to 74. Okay, 74 will be the cutoff point for B plus. And to get pass, you must be above 50%. Okay, C. This is the minimum that you have to get. If you get below C, you might need to resit your exam paper, especially if you are in the conditional pass 45 to 49. The thing is, if you actually have done all of your coursework, assignment, tutorial, lab, and also tests, you would get around 30 marks, 20 to 30. And that only needs just 30 or 40 marks in the final exam to pass. Meaning that if you do your exam half as good, like 50% or whatever, when you convert it, you get 30, then you can pass. But usually people who get F and D usually are the ones who didn't send anything, didn't submit any assignments, didn't go to tutorial, didn't even send what you call the presentation, okay, or didn't go for test, because test is like 5 marks. To save with the exam, you must be able to 80% of the time. If you get 80%, it means that you are allowed to sit for the exam. If you don't get 80%, you will be barred from the exam. Meaning that you're gonna actually take the exam. Okay, so you must pass both components, coursework and final examination, to pass the module. For lectures, so for lectures we will use the books Biology for Matriculation Semester 1, 4th edition. Okay, also you can put biology, but the thing is, biology, if you look at the prices, it's really expensive, 400 to 500 ringgit, and it's really thick. It gives you a free CD, but I like it because you have color pictures. Okay, you have a CD with all of the cool stuff in it, even videos. But yeah, it's really heavy. It's really hefty. Imagine like bringing a bag of rice in your bag. It's really heavy. Okay, but it's very useful because you can use it even in your degree. Okay, and then another one would be the Comprehensive College Biology, or SAP. SAP is the combination of semester 1 and 2. Okay, it means that you can actually use it for the whole foundation year. You can use it. Okay, so lectures will be streamed on YouTube. So my channel is this link. Please follow it. Okay, here will be how the lectures will look like. Okay, you are seeing it now. This is my picture here. This is the chat. This is the QR code for that day. This is the title, and here will be the slides. So before class, around 15 to 10 minutes, I will do an announcement. Sometimes 30 minutes, if I can prepare early. So In the beginning, I will show you this QR code. You must scan it before 30 minutes pass. And usually all streams will be saved as videos automatically in my channel, but usually unlisted. So as long as you have the link, you can watch it. Okay. So about the labs, we'll be using Labster. Labster is a virtual lab. I'll send you a link for the lab session. The thing is, for Labster, every semester students will be given a username and also a password. User 1, user 2, user 3. What you have to do is, I will give you a link. Then you log into that link using that username and password. And then it's kind of like a game, right? If you can see, this is the picture of the actual Labster itself. Okay, you open up that link, and then you will be in a 3D lab, a virtual lab. And then what you have to do is follow the instructions and do the lab. Usually I give you like around 1 week, but to do it is like around like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not really long. The quickest would be like 9 or 10 minutes. Here will be the practicals. Here, practical 1, microscopy. You learn how to use microscope in real life. Okay, we go to the lab, and then we use microscope. We fiddle around with it, look at the specimens close and far. Okay, and then we learn about how to make our own slides. Okay, and then practical 2 will be about cells. Practical 3 is about chemistry, composition of living things. Practical 4 is cell membrane and transport. Practical 5 is cell respiration. Okay, you'll be inside of our mitochondria. Practical 6 will be the photosynthesis. You'll be pumping around this thing called electrons to create something that's called sugar or glucose. So here is contact. My contact is this. There's a problem with this font. This font is like all caps. Actually, all of these are like small letters. So you can ask me about class, lectures. For email, you must put a title in email, or else it will go to spam. Very short and simple, and also be polite. Right. So you can contact me between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and please introduce yourself first. Usually for 8 a.m. I'm up. Okay, I'm ready for class. 8 p.m. usually at night at dinner. So after dinner, I will not check anything. Okay, attendance. You need to scan the QR code within 30 minutes. If you cannot, you can request me to mark you as attended. If you are absent due to any sickness, you have to provide MC as proof. Usually, for the attendance, if you could not have any internet connection during that time, okay, you can rewatch it later. It's just that on that time, okay, your attendance will only be counted if you are there during the stream, right? So this is the rules that is given by registry. If the student is not there due to something else, okay, is not in that online session watching the stream, then he will not be counted, unless there is a problem like internet connection or hardware problems or family problems. Okay, maybe somebody got the disease. Okay, some of my students, their parents got the disease, they have to go to the hospital. In some cases, my student even get the disease itself, have to go hospital. For extracurricular affairs, like if you are in something like a sport or club activities or a webinar, you can get an excuse letter from the student affairs, can present it to me, and then I can excuse you. I can put there absent with reason. Okay. Exam and tests. Exam will be done online through Google Meet and Google Forms. You can see here 2 students opening the camera and doing the test. And so before we do the test, what we'll do is that there's something that's called a desk check. So you must make sure that the desk will be free from any materials, any books, any electronic any electronic reference materials, right? Okay, make sure it's all clear. Then you can do the exam. So your access will be checked for plagiarism, copying. Mean that you should not be copying from other sources in your essays, because we can detect it. So if the detected similarity is more than 40%, it means that your whole exam paper can be nullified. Okay, it can be thrown away, and then you have to do the exam again. So that's all for the lecture titled briefing. So that's all for the briefing. If you have any questions, you can contact me. So I bid you goodbye and farewell, and I hope you can enjoy this course and whatever it brings. Enjoy your study. Thank you.